Well, hello, everyone. I am sorry that I am late. Oh, hope you all are doing well. Doing okay myself. Get an audio check here as soon as we can. Yeah, it sounds all right. Okay. So we had some family things going on uh, last weekend, so we did not do a Saturday stream. And also had some family stuff come up today, which is why we're getting on a little late. Uh, Keep in mind, I do this as, for funsies. So I can be a little unprofessional about it. If we want to get serious, definitely need to start committing to the times and making them when I get there. But the other thing about it though is family always needs to come first. So, you know, they're saying Fast and the Furious. All right, let's start out with a complaint right out of the gate here. So you see here, I'm running Bunny. We got something to finish with her, and she's wearing the red and gold outfit. And then if you look at her helmet has the gold visor with the little earpiece things, and then it's like a slate gray. But when you look here, it's supposed to be a black visor and red, and I don't get it. The hell? Need some answers, damn it. It's not really that big of a deal, but it is, what it is. Um, fix your bugs. Fix your bugs. So, as the title says, we are going to go over what I do on a daily basis. These are things that I do in order to just kind of keep the ball rolling and keep progressing as I need to. Um, Pretty much one of the first things I do whenever I log in, um, not on stream because I won't be talking, but I'll come over here and I've always got these crystalline catalysts cooking. It's one of the last things one of the first things I do whenever I start playing is I'll come over here, I'll pick this one up, and then I get another one cooking. Um, just because, I got 28 of them total, but just because, this is how you advance weapons, how you advance characters. And I am not going to, I work a full time job outside of this. I can't be, I'm not able to make three a day. It takes 8 hours to cook. And when I get up, I got to get ready for work. So I could log in and spin this, but nah, it's not that important. I got time. Things don't happen right away, and I don't need to focus on everybody and everything. Although with those medals, we definitely need to start making a ton of these damn things. But yeah, so usually one a day I'll pop out. On the weekends, I'll usually jump on in the mornings and just get some things set up, and I'll create one then. And then by the time I'm playing at night, I'll have another one done. But I don't have alarms set on my phone to make sure I'm logging in every 8 hours to make these things. But yeah, I get one of these cooking every day, so I'm at least making one a day. And if I need other stuffs, then there we go. But that's step one. I always come over here and talk to Miss Aeneas and get that rolling. So other things that we're going to do on a that I do on a daily basis. Excuse me. We are going to come over here to the infiltration operations, and we're going to do our disrupt the invasions. The reason we do that is because you get 5 million gold for doing it. You get 1.25 for each one. There's 4 of them. Most people know this. As you can see, we are down. I'm down to like 12. I used to be at 140 million. Now I'm down to 12 million. We have been spendy. Most of it has gone into making catalysts and also upgrading modules and upgrading these guys, the reactors. And doesn't cost gold for these, but it costs materials. And these you could farm for, but these you got to make. So, although they do have an event now that's allowing you to make them or to get them as a reward. But anywho, so yeah, that's where we are. We're gonna do infiltrations. We are going to also not talk to Eddie there. Sorry. We have to make sure we do our Sigma sectors, and like I said, we'll do our invasions. And I gotta try to get a couple kills of the Void Intercept boss just to try to get some backlog of green tickets. I don't know if I have it in me to get all of the skins for the Tormentor. It hurts to do. I've gotten quite a few. I think I'm at like 5, plus the little toy, and it's just not all that fun anymore. And that's why we play games, for fun. So if it's not fun, I have a tough time doing it. And you know what? It's okay, because I don't have to do it. But I do want to get at least a couple more of these skins before the season's over. I have about a month to do that. So we definitely need to do that. Definitely need to get more Void Erosion purges in. But yeah. Let's talk now on the first of the daily tasks that we're going to do and why. And that is going to be Sigma Sector. Usually come in and do these two first, because you get that bonus for the relic that you can turn into the lady over there in the main part of the city to get like additional slots for equipment or storage slots, or you can get bonus boosters to arcade tuning. I have never bought those. All of my relics I use for expanding the slots, because I like to hoard things. So I got a whole bunch of stuff. But we also do this because we are working on our arcade tuning, and as you can see, Bunny is almost done. All I got to do is 1 out of the 2 that I have to do today, and she will be maxed, and then we're going to work on someone else. So, without further ado, and I'll tell you what we're also going to do. Because we are hurting for gold, we're going to take a look at some of these boosters. I've got 3-day gold, 1 day, 5 hours. I got 27 1 hours. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these, because we're going to do our Sigma Sector runs, which you get a decent amount of gold in. But we're going to jump right from there into the infiltration operations to disrupt the invasion. Like I said, you get that 5 million, and 30% increase does count for that. So, yeah, I've been kind of hoarding these things. And since we're already getting kind of a late start, I don't think I'm going to be playing for the whole 5 hours. So, we're going to use one. And now, we are off here. I have been doing these on private because I'm getting close to the 100,000. I think I was at like 92,000 for completing Sigma Sector. Now, I still have a ton. I have more descendants that I need to get this on than I don't. If you understand what I'm saying. We'll look at it. We'll look specifically at the metal. Boop, boop, boo, doop, boo. Well, it's not the metals. It's, this. So we're at 95,000, but in the metal section, we do need to go here. There you go. I only have 7 out of 19, so I have more descendants to start or finish this on than I have completed. However, Bunny will be very close to the midway mark, so that'll be good. So here we are. I haven't decided who I'm going to start using next. I think I need to do this for Blair. Might want to do that since I've got an ultimate for him. But also, you know, Esimo and Jaber, characters that I never use, Luna. At some point I'm going to have to start getting them on the board too. Oh my gosh, come on. Thank you. Do-do-do.
Large-scale Vulgus transfer confirmed.
Finally, good lord. Yeah, finally finished the collections from the last zone when I walked into this one. Ow. Whoa. Come on, fellas. There we go. Oh, hi. It's going to be a shame. I will miss running these with Bunny because, boy, she just makes it super efficient and easy. Could have kind of stretched that out, killed all these guys, but like I said, I only need about 5,000 more of these dudes, and I've got a lot of people that still have to get in here, so. Excuse me. I don't think I'm going to finish it tonight. I'm pretty sure I'm feeling this, saving that for a Saturday. Oh my. Oh my gosh, me and this gun. Okay, one down. I am still cruising for a plague set. I want like the super awesome plague set. But we are definitely running, excuse me, low on materials. Come on, guys, fall down. There we go. And that should be it for Bunny. And there it is, arcade tuning. Boop, level 40. Hot damn. Alrighty, let's go back to ye old Albion. And take a look at the stuff we got, see what components we got, if there's anything worth it, and then we will put Bunny back up on the shelf and figure out who's next. So I got rid of all of my, well, I didn't get rid of them. I stuck most of them in the storage. Went through, deleted some of the copies that I didn't need. Went through and, took down the, compared the A's that I had and etc. Basically, like, I've explained it before, but in case you're new here, I hope you are, A is a combat set. In this case, like max shield, shield recovery. Here we got MP, recovery and combat MP. And B is an elemental set, which has the preferred perk for each item. Like in this case, I want that max HP bonus. And then a fire resistance. You'll see from all the Bs, I have a B here, yeah, here. See, that has toxin, shield recovery. Again, toxin, shield recovery, etc. But yeah, so I have A's are the combat sets with the 2 perks I'm looking for. And B is the better perk, in my opinion, and some type of a resistance. So that's what we look for. And what I've decided to do with this is you'll notice that I have this one listed as an A. And it's got a blue MP recovery in combat and then a purple MP, max MP. So I'm not going to advance this one because it's going to cost a fortune in materials to get that blue MP recovery in combat up to gold. But what I will do is I'll just sit and kind of hold on to this one, and we'll wait until we get a better one. So this is the best A of the ascending armory sensor that I've gotten. We did get another one, and it's chill resistance MP recovery in combat. That, I believe, is what I look for in the B set for that. Hold on, let me pull up my little spreadsheet. Give me a second, gotta move stuffs. Gotta move everything. Holy cow. Disorganized today. So is that a sensor? Yeah, it was a sensor. Now I kind of look for the HP recovery instead of MP recovery. But anyway, that is, yeah, that's the start. So I don't keep anything that's the drop rate increases. I have a Slayer set that does all my farming for me, and the down but not out duration. Never really cared too much about that. So let's take a look. That was the MP instead of HP. So for memory, I would look for electric resistance and then a defensive bonus. Kind of like I have right here. But again, love the gold defense. Not real cool with the blue electric. But we are going to go look at that because I'll show you something. MP recovery. On a memory. No, because we want that defense. So, wrong button. Boom, you're trash. Item distance and sprinting. That is good. Don't like that blue perk, but that is what I would look for in an elemental set. So, out of that run, we have 2 things that we're keeping. Out of 10. 20%. I guess it'll work. Unfortunately, the ones we're keeping aren't the quality that we would like to see, but yeah, I do want to come over here and show you something. So it costs materials to upgrade external components, and every time you do it, those materials get a little more expensive. But it will max out, it will cap out and not continue to go up. But we come over here, and we may not be able to actually do this. I don't know how many materials I have. So this one. Yeah, I got barely anything. For here, it's costed 2,000, which is basically 1,000 in each one of these spots. And it will go up to 5,000 each spot, which is 10,000 of these energy core controls. However, when this one peaks out and no longer can be advanced, this will go back down to just represent the one. And I've been trying to figure out if there's a mathematical way to look at this to where this distance, even though it's blue all the way up, I feel like if it's just the one, whether or not that's the same cost as to get, say, 2 purples to golds. I think blue is a little too far down for my liking, but I mean, we could roll with it if we really wanted to. Whereas this one, as you can see, ooh, that's a low purple, barely purple. But yeah, this was 2,000. We can only do this a couple times anyway. But yeah, I'll get back to you on that once I actually figure it out myself. But we definitely need more those control cores. And by the way, let's go look at those. Did I go past it? No. Right here. How do you get them? Dismantling pieces. And Sigma sector drops. So, you know, I mean, when you get garbage, at least you get them. I've found that I build up a pretty good, by just not focusing on that, I built up a pretty good backlog of them, but they do go quick. But I guess it's a good thing that we have tons and tons and tons of Sigma sector that unfortunately we have to run just for that arcade tuning stuffs. Haven't found a sensible way to keep track of the fact of what I've got maxed out and what I don't, but we'll get there. Mostly I just try to keep one of each in storage, an A and a B. And then as I get more A's and B's, I'll eventually go in there and just pull out all my auxiliary powers and compare. Sort them by name. That way anything that's the same set will be next to each other. And we just roll on. I'm sitting here yapping while we got a 1 hour burning. We're already down to 15 minutes, or we already cut 15 minutes off of it. We only needed one mission. So that's no bueno, not good. Hey, we got a new mail. That's not good either. I don't think I've kept any reactors that had sub-attack. Sub-attack bonus. Okay, there we go. Those are all gone. That's all gone. I don't think I have too many of these, but you know what? We'll, there we go. So 78 out of 226. Plenty of space. But, like I said, she's done. So we need to go to somebody else. And I'm pretty sure that Mr. Blair did not finish. And I would be wrong. So much for being pretty sure. Let's see. I don't think Lepic is very far at all. He hasn't even passed level 1, so that's an option. Let's see. What's Miss Haley? Miss Haley has never been in there, so I think what we'll do is we'll drop this and go for a more modding type gun. She doesn't even have those. Oh my gosh, so ill prepared. I know Inez is done and Sharon is done. Blair is done. Serena? I don't know if Serena. Yeah, Serena's done. What am I talking about? Elsa. Yeah, baby. She has no components whatsoever. see, do I have a Slayer? I should have a Slayer set on me. I do. Boom. 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 And... well, that's strange. Why did I not have a Slayer set here? I'll tell you what we'll do. We will cheat and Freyna does not have it. That is an annihilation set. This is volcanics, right? Yep. There we go. All right, so we will load up Miss Serena here. Even though she's level 40, that brings all of these pieces in. And now we'll go back to our preset, grab ourselves Elsa. It's BS, by the way. Haven't played her in a long time, as you can see. We got to equip a dog. And now we will have the, level A Slayer set ready to go. Get a little angry here. It was in the list with the A's. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot, officially, yes. Okay, so let's go in here. We got this to set up. We'll go back to the Elsa setup, and yeah, it'll work fine. I'm definitely going to switch this gun out, though. One of the reasons I'm doing that is because, as you can see, Thunder Cage is at 7, 17 for Malevolent, and 19 for Enduring Legacy. These are the guns that I have been previously invested the most in, and since there's a medal to try to get all their slots finished, we have been working on that. We still have a long way to go, though. So, let's go ahead, take Miss Elsa in. Not sure what I have on this BS build, but we're going to find out, and I'll tell you what, we're going to go public just because I might be walking into a desperate situation by myself. Could not tell you the last time I ran Elsa. It has been a while, for sure. So we'll make some new friends.
Descendants, confirm arrival at the operation zone. Proceed with caution.
Let's go. Oh, they're all dead. Wow, you are built to throw that a lot. I think those are the first hits I've gotten. I think I misfired that. I was trying to get that back here, but I think it came up a little too short. You want to be fast? I can be fast. Alright, they got those, so we'll head over here to C. Get shot from behind for some reason. Well, good. Awesome. Oh, let's catch this group. Ow, dude. It's been a long time, so you're gonna have to give me some warm-up time here with the old Viesa. I think we'll stick with her, get her through this, and then we'll see who we've got up next. But she's level 1, so we got quite a bit of time. Dude, that slowed me down for some reason. What's up, guys? He's behind me, isn't he? Yeah, he was. That wasn't too bad at all. And now we have, we should get a couple. No, we only got one. No, we had to get, yeah, we're at level 3 now. Sweet. Okay, so, task number 1. Task number 2, actually, because number 1 is making stuff over with Aeneas. So, there we are. Only took us 3 minutes. Who knows if we got good stuff or bad. At least we got 1,500 of these things, so. This is one of the better farming areas for XP and materials, especially now with the new changes. So, there we are. And there we go. Next up, we need to go into... Oh, and by the way, here we just need a playtime and another mission, and that one is done. And then for the weekly fire support, we just got to do infiltration operations. We will do those after we do the disrupt invasions, because we do have that money timer going. And we'll go with friends. Yeah, it turned the cam off for this stream because we got home and we still got our work clothes on, or at least we did. But I need to hop in the shower and all that fancy stuff. So you don't need to see me tonight. Right, buddy? Yep. It's taking forever. So we got circle, triangle, and X. Oh, here's a circle. I don't even care if they shoot me. These twos were not ones that we needed, and this one I think was okay. Doors open. I think it's kind of comical that people have turned this into just basically, well, at least I've seen it, but people will turn this into a just run up and step on all of them. Who cares what's actually on the thing? That guy just, he was going to stand up there, huh? All right. Convenient. So excited to get up here. Maybe it'd be nice if you could make it all the way through. Okay, so yeah, let's take a look at this. And as you can see, we got the 1.2 million, but we also got almost a 400,000 bonus. So that is awesome. And hold on a second. Oh, we're not going to get to see it. And in fact, we don't even get to restart. We have to go back. That's okay. Because we still have 30 minutes. And it doesn't take long to get through those. So back to those. Whoa. All right, halfway there. Let's load it up again. That was kind of strange. Got it? Oh, cool. Well, look at that. So often I'll see people who will jump up there to see what it is, and then they'll look and be like, oh, it's these three, and then they just jump down and do it themselves. But it's nice when people will jump up there and use their targeting or their indicator to let you know where you're supposed to go. Because everything is cool when you're part of a team instead of trying to do everything yourself. Okay, where do we need to go? Yep, there. Need to go here. Whoop. There we go. Didn't need to tag those because those two were both in line for line of sight of the wall. But so much easier. Convenient again. We'll stay on him till the clip is gone. Hooray. All right. So you remember we were at around 12 million. We should be doing a lot better now. So most of the time when I'm not yapping about it and going over other things and getting lost in my thoughts, take a look, 15 and a half already. Sweet. It usually takes me about an hour to knock out all these tasks. Ancestor drones, gross. But about an hour, maybe an hour and a half if I'm dawdling or farting around. So if you only got an hour to play, this is a good way to spend your time. That was lucky. So, Exo Square, huh? This is a good team. Oh, that was sweet, dude. That second middle and top eye, those were, that was chef's kiss shooting there, dude. Have to be careful because I'm not on midair. Aw. I made it. Hope this is the right one. It was. Primate. Primate. Oh, he missed. Before they made the change. Oh, get up there. Before they made the changes, we'd all be yelling at you. Lucky again. So we got something circle square. Something circle square X. Alright, let's go get this guy. I think I missed. Skadoosh, huh? Holy cow. Serena wasn't playing around. Alright, we got ourselves our monies, and we're going to just go straight into this one instead of yapping and missing out. And I'll be honest with you, this set here that you just saw me do was probably the most important thing to do as far as daily tasks. This gives you the most resources, the most XP, and then the most money. From here on out, if you have extra time, you can do regular infiltration operations, good XP, get a lot of transcendent mods, and materials. Plus, right now, that event, you have to do 3. So we'll get in there and do 1, 2, and 3. Not a lot of gold comes out of them, but that's not why you're there. You do at least get a couple amorphous patterns for some Colossi fights afterwards. That's the same Serena from last time. Unlucky. It's going to be this one up here, right? They waited. That was nice. What happens if you pick that gun up and fall off the cliff? Ooh. Kind of a lot of running, though, you know? Did you see that? I'm surprised I'm still alive, but that was a douche canoe move, man. Landed right on me and just pushed me down. I highly doubt that was on purpose. But it was still pretty douchebaggy. Nice shooting. Slow and steady. I'll take it. Gotta stay away from Bunny because she's maniacal. Square. Triangle square, right? Almost ran right through that hole, man. Ow, ow! You're gonna have to get him, because it made me pick up the gun. We good? Alright. Oh shit, I'm almost dead. Didn't work out the way we kind of wanted. I mean, we still won, so hooray, but it was a little iffy. Back to Albion we go. Do, 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 do. So, if we look here, do, 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 we just got 8 more minutes before this is done. That'll be our hour. And we need to go do 1, 2, and 3 infiltration operations. These are good because this is the reactor upgrades. So, yeah, these are expensive to make. So getting 80 of these a day, hell yeah. This is just kind of a bonus thing. But that is still worth it. How much time do we have on our booster? Another 17 minutes. Tell you what, we're going to switch off of B here. Definitely going to start playing with her more. But I do have some reactor or external components that I've been working towards to help augment her. But I can't stand either one of these. So let's take a look at what 400s we want to do. You know what? I need a good hunter set. I have a couple good pieces, but I could use better. So this will work. And we're just going to go public. We're going to do 1, 2, 3. And that's good enough for dailies. Other things that you could do, if you still have some void vessel missions, they're good to do because you'll pick up crystalline catalyst materials from there. It's a very good place to get those. Hard better than normal, but you know, once you do the 100 and there's no metal driving you towards that, you know, what do you do? Boop ba doop boo. Let's make some enemies or friends. Oh, that's right. She's still got some leveling to do. Bunny doing some work. Definitely do not mind speed running this. Where's our fourth? Okay, so do we have an AFKer here? I think we do. Oh no, there he is. He's coming now. Ow. Only took a couple shots for me to hit those. Embarrassing. We'll get them this time. Well, we did hit one. Double bunny's kind of tough, you know? There we go. One down. New mail has arrived. Yes, it has. And we don't need to look at anything. We'll immediately go into here. So, like I said, the reason I'm carrying the weapons I am is because those are the ones that I'm putting all my catalysts into right now. I'm also doing the same thing with Freyna. She's one of the better characters to run these kind of missions with, at least in my opinion. And she just hit 40. So, we are going to go in here, go to our Descendant module, and we are going to apply something. Don't really care what it is. We'll go here and we'll do that and we'll apply. There we go. Now she's level 1. We got to be careful, but we got some strong friends. See, we're already level 3, almost 4. Let's see, malevolence at 27. So yeah, we're cruising on along. Sorry guys, had to pop a thing. So come over here. Get all the materials. Don't know exactly where Roach is right now, but hey, that's fine. Alright, we gotta catch up. It's amazing that if you stop to just pop one of those one thing, how far behind you end up being. I don't like the fact that this game has become just nothing but speed running. Then again, I'm not doing this for the excitement of running this 400 dungeon. I'm doing it because I want to get materials. And it's an event. If it wasn't an event, I probably wouldn't be in here. Uh-oh, wrong button. It's alright though, we'll make use of it. Yeah, we just pulled 12,000 gold from something. Guess it was that yellow bar kill. These guys will die. Did you really do that? Couldn't see through it. That was better. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can't be dying here, friends. Seriously? Couldn't let me get it? Nah, it's cool, dude. I don't care as long as we win. Which we did. Oh man, I got an item in the lost and found. You know what that means? That means this is full. Why is it full? Because I haven't let the dog auto-destroy anything yet. Come on. There we go. Alright, now we'll pick up more stuff. Okay, one more to go. Oh, he left just as I got in there. And we went up to level 17. That's pretty cool. We're running heavy. If I'd have known it was going to give me this much time, I'd have done this. You bastards. Now we got 4. And this should be the last one of these that we need to run. It sure is. Wow. Stupid outcropping. Brandon still got it, folks. She still got it. Who's still alive? Oh. Do 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 do, and we're gone. Yes, we did almost run right off the edge. For no reason other than we're dumb. Die, 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 die. Oh. And there's our new mail. We'll blow up this stuff. 64 items, good God. Not bad for 3 minutes. Got 200, basically 250,000 gold. You can get RK factor, but not much. So I don't know if it's worth it running BSA, etc. But I just want to get it done, so we can get the daily thing done. Okay, let's go here. And there we go. That's pretty much a daily run right there. And what did that net us? Well, we got 5 million from the inversion runs, plus 30%. And we got about 1 million from the infiltration. So there's 6 million plus 30%. So we went from 12 to 19. So we scored a good 7 million in the course of 1 hour. Used a 1 hour booster, which we have no more time left on. Unfortunately, that doesn't count towards the rewards that you're going to see in here, but we still have some monies in here. And look at all this great stuff. So we've got this, boop, and then there's 400k plus a couple of them things. There's 30, 2,000, 350. There's another 100k and 200k. So we did pretty good. 20 million from 12. I'll take it. We gotta destroy a bunch of dumb stuff though. Ugh. I hit the button, man. So I'm pretty much looking at this. If it's got a blue one, I don't keep it at all. I should set the dog up to start destroying this stuff so I don't have to go through this. Yeah, we're going to do it. I turned the auto destroy off on the dog just because with new items, new things, kind of wanted to see what the options are, get a little bit of a feel for it myself. And we're beyond that now. So, what do we get? This is some old stuff still. Light and Mage, Shield Acquisition. Garbage. Hey. So we get rid of those. What do we got? Toxin and equipment drop rate. So awesome with the toxin, boo on the drop rate. Sieve search radius. Awesome. Gold and a sieve search radius. Hell yeah. Sieve. Well, look at that. We got a sensor with HP recovery and max. And that is... I think I'd rather have the MP recovery. I'm going to have to take a look at that. Oh, that's the same sensor except crappier. Makes it easier. Consumable drop rate and character XP. Thank you. HP MP doesn't work. MP recovery in combat and shield resistance. I'd rather have the HP. Like that. Well, see, I want the MP recovery with the max MP, and I want the chill resistance with the HP recovery. So they're kind of backwards. Might take a look at that one, but that's going in the garbage. What do we got? Fire resistance, max HP. That's a pretty good shell crusher. That would be a B series in purple and gold. Not bad. So we got a good one. That's garbage. That's garbage. These are blue. And this is blue too, but that's not a set. Doesn't matter. And that's it. It's not that good of a haul. I got a couple pieces, but... How did you get that badge? That's what he's talking about, right? How did I get that badge? I believe this one. Complete an achievement. Oh, there she is. Hi. I will go ahead and message you back. Ah. And... Ah. There you go. Sorry it took so long. I typed with my thumbs. I know they took off running already. Don't know where they went. Always happy to answer somebody's question. Da, 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 da. Okay, so yeah, we're down to 85 back now. Okay. Did it wear off? Yep. Okay, so no more booster. Um, but the good news is, like I said, everything's done here. And everything is done here. And everything's done here. So none of this stuff matters. We got everything for it. What do we need to do now? We need to bring up our battle pass because today's the last day for it. And we try to make sure we don't carry things over into the next week. The only thing we got to do is deal cumulative damage with a launcher in the Sigma sector. And I got to be honest, I don't know how dedicated I am to finishing that. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring up some Glegle because it's got a launcher right there. And we're going to go into the broken, into Sigma sector. We're just going to get this challenge knocked out and roll. And to do that, we will be doing private so we don't screw over other players because that is not how we roll here. We are nice. So why is it taking so long for me to load into a private run? And also can't cancel matchmaking. Did we break it? Why did it take us a minute, man? Holy cow. Okay, so I need to do 500,000, I think it is. So what we gonna do is, of course, go psycho. And we're actually going to take the last dagger. Gonna herd these boys together. And we're gonna pop a shot into a crowd and see if we can get that thing knocked out real quick. Alright, let's switch to that gun. Do this just for funsies. And that's it. So, I don't want to stay here. Let's return to Albion. Saw that person put a message back up. I don't know if they asked again or what. I'll answer them in the regular chat too. But now, Battle Pass has been completed. Could you see here? They said that. So, tell you what. We shall whisper back. In the journal. I don't know how much further I can do. I've actually put long answers in here, and then I'll hit the send button and it cuts it off. So I kind of short my messages. But hopefully that helped. Let's take a look here. Oh, wrong button. Well, it was the right button, just wrong method. So we'll click that, and we'll take a look at the challenge. Required a reward. Oh, yeah. So these are the daily ones that you get to 1,400 points. I'm already pretty high. I think, what does it end? 150? Should hit that pretty easily. But yeah, look, 6. Yay. And that last one that we did with the single shot to do it, that did carry 10 of those little points. So, I don't know if we could buy. Oh, look at that. We have enough to buy the last thing and some to spare. So, boop. Now, next week, we'll probably get like 30 to 40 of those token points, and that should be enough for us to finish it off. We're at 15 out of 16, so hooray. Don't know if I'll ever use any of this stuff in here. I did kind of like the Freyna outfits, but I like my my jacket one. I don't know. I don't use these things all that much. I just get them. I don't know why. Because they're there. We're completionists, and they're there. So, let's take a look. I don't need to destroy that stuff yet. So, again, in the journal. Like I said, or I don't know if I said it earlier, we did finally just buckle down and put some work into this. We are now at 97 completed out of 100. So all we got to do is 3 more. And the void vessel will be done. I'm not going to do it tonight. I'm not going to do it tomorrow or Friday. I'm going to save that for Saturday. We'll have a huge celebration for that. And I'm not actually kidding because, man, this was a lot of void vessel runs. The 100, where is it? 100 on hard. And then we had to do 100 on normal. It was gross. But yeah, that's done. Sigma sector, we should be able to finish that. We're only 5,000 away. We're going to work on a better Viessa and tune her up, and we'll play with her for a while. And that's the next one we'll take in there. By finishing up our bunny, we are now 8 out of 19, so one shy of halfway-ish. And I don't think I've got much progress on anybody else. So we're starting from the bottom. Oh my gosh, it's going to be terrible. As you can see here, though, the reason we have no money is because we have been working on level 5 reactors in conjunction with those bonuses that we've been getting from that little weekly event thing. And we have been spending quite a bit of money on modules, getting them up to level 10, because we want to get this one done as well. Since I've been working on reactors, I have not been working really well on the optimized conditions, but I've got so many that have like 2, so it won't take us long to cover this 20. The reason I'm not doing it is because I need those materials for these, and I'm only 3 away. But I'm also out of decent reactors there, and I kind of hate to just dump materials into something I don't necessarily want to keep. So I could probably just get this done right now, and I could probably get this one done too. I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and let's see. That quick, I already forgot. 8 out of 20. All right. Let us hit the correct button. We'll come over here. And we'll get our cable unhooked from our microphone because we're silly. Let's just see what kind of resources we've got. So let's find. It's a 3. There's a 2. 3. Oh, you know what? We need reactors that we haven't blown up in order to do that. Silly man. Well, there's a handgun one. That's a good one. Even if we just put, say we put that one in there. So yeah, it's 202,000. We've got 3,000. Yeah, might be able to get that done. Gold cost is nothing, but this hurts. We were 8 out of 20. We'd need to do 12. So mean we need 24,000 of these things. We only got 17. So no, we can't finish it, and this will kind of hurt us if we do it. But you know what? We're just going to keep plugging away. I'm going to try to keep some hand cannon handgun ones, and we will get these fixed up. I do have one that's stupid. Let me find it. Da, 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 da. Somewhere. I think it's a toxic one. But back when they were name specific, I ended up getting a reactor that had a python, I think it was, and a thunder cage. And it ended up giving me 2. I may not have it on me. But it ended up giving me 2 submachine guns. It's just silliness. Should be a reactor I put some effort into. I may have deleted it or already fixed it. I'm not going to bore you with it anymore. But yeah, it was funny because, these things used to have, like it wouldn't say submachine gun, it would say thunder cage, or it would say python, or whatever. And, I think that's an old one because it only has the 2 stars of, no, it's a purple one, that's why. Let's get rid of you. Oh, cost and cooldown on a purple, that was pretty good. But it's gone now, so it'll be all right. As you can see here, we have a lot of A's and B's. I have gone through, and these are the best ones out of all of them. I don't have a way yet. I should have thought about it, but I didn't. I should have used A as a excuse me, fully maxed out one. And then B is not a fully maxed out one, but we weren't that smart. Guess it would be A and B would be the combat set. A is maxed, B is not, and then C and D would be the elemental set, and C is maxed and D is not. But whatever. I think I'm just trying to make it a little more confusing than it actually is. But as I get the materials to make these guys happen, I'll go through and I'll find one like, say, this guy. It's not bad. It's the perks I want, and it's gold and purple. I would definitely prefer a gold and gold. This one I think I've already maxed. But, yeah. Yep, those 2 are already maxed. You can tell because the max HP is 914 and the fire resistance is 3860, and that's on both of them. So I've already maxed these guys out. Same here. Strange. But yeah, see this guy here, this sprinting one. I keep it there just because it has the right perks. If I don't get a better one, and then I'm done with this process, and I've got all this tons of materials and stuff, yeah, we'll pop that up there. But this gets expensive. In the hour and roughly hour and a half that we've been doing this. We've just been kind of doing normal important tasks, and we're only at 13. We were at 10 to start. So as you can see, we're not getting a ton of these guys. Um, Obviously, Sigma Sector blowing up or destroying components is where you get these. The more you play, the more your stuff you get, the more your stuff you destroy. So I guess if I sat down and just spent 3 or 4 hours in Sigma Sector, that would be a different outlook. But yeah, we just don't have the funding for it right now. We've got a lot that are maxed out. We've got, I think, 4 sets so far that I've maxed out. 2 sets of Slayer, one the combat, the other one is the farming set. I maxed that out. So if I ever go out and farm, I just throw that Slayer farming set on to get all the possible bonuses to drops and stuff. So we have that. Could have put the gold one on when I was messing around here, but anyway. I have an Annihilation set that I use for my Glay. And I've just kind of been shotgunning some of these components. I've got a couple Hunter pieces that came out perfect, etc., etc. But yeah, we're working our way. My goal is to have a completely maxed out set for combat of every component, and a completely maxed out elemental set, and then that Slayer set that I use for farming. And after that, I can just blow everything up because I don't care no more. Theoretically, I could. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna do that. I need to. I need to get this dog back on duty. There you go, pup. I guess I have to go through everybody to do that. Not fun. Here we go. We updated it just in case. I don't know how that works. Let's see how that works. Let's go to Frey and manage the fellow. Yeah, he's doing it. So it's for everybody, as long as they have him equipped, I guess. Whew, that was loud. It was kind of scary loud. There's other things that I want to do that I'm just kind of holding off on though, because like I said, we were spending money in places for metals. I'll show you this with all of the void vessels that I've been running. This here is kind of nice. I can make a ton of these. I think what's the 79 is the problem child there. So is that 6? Yeah, I make 6 of these things in one shot. It'd only be 300,000, but that's 300,000 I don't really have right now, or 300,000 that I kind of want to put in a better direction. So, is what it is. Once we're done with the metals and all those advancements, we'll get back to making things like that. Worst case scenario, if we sit on it until the next fellow's released, I'm fine with that too. Oh, look at this. We are at 15. Can't have that. He's got no voice lines. Look at that, 154. Pretty cool. And rares. Good number of those too. 220, holy cow. Yes, I know. I'm just being mean. I'm glad it warns me. Let's blow these up to 94. I have a hard time blowing up these transcendent ones. Like you see, I've got, this is all from running that. If I were to do it, got 114 of these damn things. I probably should do it. Okay, we did it. I don't need them. I usually save them for when a new Descendant drops, because that way if a Transcendent module comes out, then we're golden. But I've gotten that many. I'm sure I'll get a whole bunch more between now and then. So we got time to recover what I just did. That felt liberating, by the way. So yeah, here we are. 1,000 out of 2,000. Supposedly they said they were going to up this again. The reason they're going to up it is because every, season slash mid-season, they add like 30 to 50 different modules. But if they don't increase our bank account here, um, kind of becomes an issue. You basically are always going to have two of the same module on you. Even though you saw there, I just destroyed all my duplicates. It doesn't consider this fully maxed out overwhelming shield to be the same thing as this untouched overwhelming shield, even though they are the same. Um, and I get that. I get why they would do that. You'd want the upgraded versus unupgraded. But I think the big issue here, I don't know why you do it, but you could. You could have 10 of these if each one of them is just, had unupgraded, then you had one, two, three, four, five, six, all the way up to 10. You could have 10 or 11 of every module. It's crazy. But, yeah, I don't know. Let's see, what's Spray doing? She's at 25, 33, 30, and 17. So we didn't process too many of these. This one is the one we've done, like I said, the most on. And all I'm doing now is just I hit that and I go to one, and whatever options there are, there we go. This is really expensive and you have to do it so many times. I don't know how long this is going to take me to complete. Um, I need to sit down and just really hammer out a bunch of amorphous patterns because I haven't been able to really backlog crystallization catalyst blueprints. You get those from mostly the Colossi fights. And I've got several. Magister Lab is great. You go in, you can speed through that thing in a minute to 2 minutes, and you'll get two patterns to take to Executioner, and he's not hard to beat. Just takes a little bit of time. But yeah, it's not a fun time to sit there and run Executioner 40 or 50 times just to get 5 to 10 uh, crystalline catalyst blueprints. At least ETA sells one every time. But I guess I'm going to have to do it if I want to continue to try to pursue this 50 slots per weapon and 60 slots per Descendants. Because I'm at zeros on both of those, and it is going to take a lot of work and a lot of materials. So I guess we'll stick to it. I don't know. But I think we're going to call this a good night. Oh, you know what? Let's do one other thing here. So let's see. We'll do this for just a second. It'll reset her. So, yeah, Blue Beetle will be good. We're going to equip that in that slot. So, oh, no, Blue Beetle's terrible because we don't need that. Do I have a gun with special? There we go. So, I have a fully maxed out one of them bad boys. There you go, truly deadly arson. Something I haven't used very much at all. Now it's proficiency 2, so I've reset it at least once. I don't have too many builds. So as you can see here, setting 1, setting 2, and setting 3 has nothing. The issue here, though, is I don't have that much space. But yes, let's go and look at normal. Now, I have burned through a ton of the normal ones, but luckily each bullet type, whether it's special rounds, general rounds, etc., is going to have the same, there's a rifling reinforcement for each one of them. So you have multiples of these guys. This is one of the ways that you get through this pretty easy. For example, here I have a weak point sight that is partially upgraded, and then I have the normal one, and it can go to 10. So we're going to put that on this gun. I've got vibration absorption, which can go to 10. So we'll put that there. I've got a toxic enhancement's already done. Oh, look at that superconductive charge. I have yet to do anything, and special round storage. So great. Da, da, da. And I want to take this to roughly about like 40 to 50. Okay, so what I'm looking for is modules that I can upgrade to level 10 for the requirement. And this one I can only do to 9. This one's only 2. Hawkeye will let me do it. Fire rate wasn't. Fire enhancement. Can I put that on there? Yeah, I haven't doubled up like that yet. Go there. So we're still only at 26. That's cool. So what I'm looking for is the cheapest modules first. I want to make sure I get all of these blue modules upgraded before I start spending the money, because these guys only take 1,000. Let's go to some rares. Is it gonna let me do that? I think it will. Yeah, that's fine. So here, we'll stop there. No, we'll go one more. I can't do superheated gun barrel because it's the same as toxic gun barrel, but I can do special compulsive rounds. Boop. There we go. Okay, that's good enough for right now. Still no voice lines, huh, buddy? Yeah, life is tough. Okay, so here we go with our truly deadly arson. I don't want to use that one because it's already partially done, but this guy here, boop, it's only going to cost me 1,000,000 to upgrade this. And it's already on my clairvoyance, and I don't care. Okay. So let's drop out. We'll take a look at the journal. And we'll go to metals. And as you can see, we are at 228 out of 400. I'm going to do every single rare and normal, the blue and the purples, before I ever spend the money, the gold, on doing the ultimates or better. Goes for descendants as well, because to do a transcendent module is like 5 million, and I think you're at like 4 million or 3 million to do an ultimate, where I can do 3 of these guys and it still counts. So if you're going after this thing, make sure that you pop on as many of the weaker modules, just to do it again here. There's 10, and it cost me 1,103,000. So we're in all right shape. But if I were to do, say, toxic gun barrel, now I'm at 2 million. This is still only going to count as 1 in the metal section, but it cost me twice as much. So go through and make sure that for all the weapons you've done each one of these, all of the normals, then go on to purples, and make sure you check every single one of the bullet types. That'll help you get a pretty decent leg up on this, and the best way to spend your money. Uh-oh, can't do it because my capacity is over. So what I'll do is I will just go out, Mr. Silent. We'll go back to the truly deadly arson, and I will unequip everything that's already been upgraded. And what was the other? Refrigerated is done. There's another gun barrel that I couldn't do because it's oh, I think it's right there, dummy. It's a superheated gun barrel. We'll pop that on. Let's go make sure that all the normal ones are done. Yes, yes. Recycling genus only goes to 9. Expand weapon charge is done. Electric enhancement is done. Okay, so the special rounds are all finished as far as blue goes. So, yep, once we get these guys, these two done, and we'll do those two. And let's see what we're at right now, actually. 232. So that number's climbing up, but again, that's why I don't seem to have any money, because I was just talking about how I had 20 million and now I've got 14. All for modules that I'm probably not going to use. But yeah. So we're going to keep making use of our bonuses. See if we can get as much money as we possibly can. Get those module increases moving. I'd like to get around like 300. Basically 3/4 of the way done, so that would be great. We're going to continue on reactors, and that's for doing the level 5 reactors. Then we'll focus on making sure we've got 3 weapons and the ones that we're going to keep. And after that, man, it's bad times. Because we got to acquire a record. Not that difficult. Except there's only 129 records in the game right now. For some reason, there's a missing record, the 130 one. So, yep. But they're aware of it. They said they're going to fix it. This one will get done. We only got to do 3 more. It's expensive, but we can do it. This is expensive. We got over halfway, but pricey. This is just playing Sigma Sector a bunch, and I don't quite like it. I mean, it is a good way to get some external components to break apart, but it's the funnest thing in the world. And having only done 8 out of the 19 Descendants, I'm not really. I know I could get boosters, but screw that, you know? I don't know, maybe I should start doing it. Just to get it done faster. It's one of the worst parts about this game is sometimes they make you do things so many times that it just wants, I've said it before, I can't allow this game to punish me too much because I'm on the 2nd floor right now and there is a window behind me and I will jump out just to avoid going into Sigma Sector. So, yeah, we're just going to have to do it. We'll keep plugging away at it until it becomes an issue. This is what I was talking about, having to drop the extra weapon things in. We'll just keep some reactors that have some good perks, the right weapon that we want in order to spread out, and we'll pop them in there. We really got to get going on Void Erosion Purge, for God's sakes, man. Look at that. It's, yeah. We're at 1%, right? No. Yeah. Yeah, we've got 1%. It's not too hard, Glay, Serena, Haley will go in there. Just start knocking it out. Maybe I'll actually get enough green cores to make a difference on the weapons I have. And then here's these 2 badasses right down here. It's 1,200. It's 1,200 module slots assigned. It's 1,500. So 2,700 module slots. It's 2,700 crystalline catalysts I need to make. Nowhere near this on anybody or any gun. But I don't want to get too crazy on this because these guys have been known to put monumental tasks or, mountainous tasks, whatever, in here. And then when people complain that they can't get to it or can't do it quickly, they'll lower the numbers. Would not surprise me at all if come season 3, this is get 10 Descendants with 60 slots and 15 weapons. So I'm not going to push too hard. What I normally do is if I'm doing a mission, something silly, like if I'm going to do Sigma Sector, I'll make sure that I don't go in with a fully upgraded character. descendant. If I do infiltrations, I won't go in with fully leveled, somebody that needs some space. Worst case scenario, we'll do special operations, right? But anyway, so that's what we're focusing on here. So my setup going forward and looking forward to Saturday, we are going to do 3 Void missiles and celebrate the finality of the Void Operation Shield. We should be able to get our 5,000 because we're going to keep doing it every day, and you get easily by yourself. You could do 700 or so kills. So on Saturday, we should be able to finish off this Sigma Sector one. That will get all of these guys done on the lower half. We still have growth. Can't do that one. Hate doing this because I get 4 tickets more often than anything else. But you know what? We got to do it. Surprisingly enough, I still have not done the Blair quest. I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. We'll get the Blair quest done just to see what they got, and then we'll get that clicked off. At least Descendant will be done. And then it'll just be the the metals tab as we continue to work on. But anyway, guys, sorry for the late start, and we are going to call it early because I am tired and I got work in the morning. Maybe we'll chat for like 10 minutes. Give it an even 2 hours. Hey, let me whine and complain. So I never did get my alpha code for Marathon. So made me sad. So be it. But I did watch several other content creators and saw their gameplay, and I got their opinions on it. And it's not looking good, is it? I was thinking about making a video on this. I mean, maybe it's not a good idea to anger Bungie, but doesn't look like they care too much about me anyway. And I'm not being sassy. I had high hopes for that game, and yeah, it's not anywhere near what I was hoping for, just from what I've seen. Now, let's say they contacted me and said, "Hey, we got another closed alpha we're gonna do. Do you want a code?" Even though I'm shit talking them right now, I would say yes because I want I want to experience it myself. I think it's horrible. I think it's really bad, and I would like to get in there myself and say, yes, I actually did play it, and it is bad or it is good. Believe me, nothing would make me happier than to be pleasantly surprised and to see that game turn around because I have been looking forward to it for years, but it's not looking good. And continuing on to that, let's talk about this game. They've made the recent update. They've caught quite a bit of flack and praise for the schoolgirl outfits. And, we got the bathing suit outfits and everything. And we all know what a gooner is. I don't get it, personally. It's a digital character. So yeah, I don't get that. But if somebody does, you know what? More power to you, fine, whatever. Um, but I see those kind of things, and not just the gooner direction, but focusing on skins, focusing on event type things. I disagree with that when you've got some pretty critical faults in the game that you need to be addressing. Um, by critical faults, I mean we still, they said they're coming out with one. So maybe let's take this with a grain of salt. But a cooperative play, a party system, it's It's just not here. It's easier to do this game solo. Um, what is a community of solo players? You know, in most games, I've had more fun with other people playing alongside me than I did playing by myself. Um, Not to say that it wasn't fun, but the Ghost of Tsushima was an awesome game. Very Assassin's Creed like. I loved that game. Finished it. Went up 2 difficulty levels. Did not do the thing where you get hit once and you're dead because hey. But that was a fun game and I really enjoyed it. But it's not a multiplayer game. All the years I played Destiny, I didn't really enjoy playing Destiny by myself as much as playing with friends. So the option is here. And I guess, I feel like, yes, it's on us as players to make friends that play this game. Or, if you have friends in real life and you're like, oh, guys, you want to try this? If they like it, great. They stay, you get to play with them. If not, they will, whatever. But, when you look at, yeah, let's take a look at these two. Um, I could be messaging them right now and be like, hey, you guys want to, I can help you out or whatever, blah, blah, like that. And maybe we could form a solid team, and we could play all the time. Uh, it shouldn't be completely up to me to make this happen, but there is at least the option there. Um, Look at Prophecy Breaker. Gonna start snooping. Where you at? Where you at? Prophecy Breaker, level 21. Still got some things to do. Maybe has some stuff they need to accomplish. We could play together. But I've got quite an extensive list here, and most of these people have just stopped playing. They did what they wanted. It got boring, and now they're not on. So, how about we stop putting the female characters in schoolgirl outfits, and we figure out how to increase the cooperative play aspects of this game. Maybe that would be a good route to go. Um, in real life, I'm a mechanic, so this is kind of like putting chrome rims on a piece of shit car. Yeah, it's cool and all, but you got bigger problems. You got things you should be focusing on. Um, just my thoughts. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Um, I got to start getting videos out. I like the live streaming better. It's not as productive. I don't have enough subscribers, and there's not enough people that know about me to jump in here and chit chat or play the game. Um, Maybe I need a. I hate to say this, but maybe I need a better game. But I was hoping for one, but I don't think it's going to happen. Anyway, I'm being sour. But yeah, I was complaining so much I kind of lost my train of thought here. Man, it ain't too bright. But that's funny. Dude, it's totally gone. It is totally gone. I have no idea where I was going. In my own defense, I'm very tired. It's been a long day. I had a lot of stuff to do, and I'm old. So, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Anywho, I think that's as good a sign as any that maybe we should call it a night here. But I will be back on Saturday. Super excited about that and ready to go. A lot of things that we're going to get done. We'll get the webcam back on. It's still here. Let me show you. I just got the shielding on it right now. But, yeah, we had a long day and short notice. Had to put the stream together pretty quick. Is what it is. But anyway. Oh, now I remember videos. That's what I was talking about. Um, I do like doing the live streams because it's easier. Um, Partially because editing software and making videos it can be difficult, especially if you're learning and self-taught as I am. I have no, Christ, like I said, I'm a mechanic, so this stuff's all new to me, and I'm learning as I go. But I also have a problem with like I made it's a 17-minute video. It's talking about lore in the game, and I worked for about 2 weeks on it, week and a half. And then I got to a point where I was like, I don't really think this is a good video. I don't know if anybody's going to care. And I'm just spinning my wheels, a waste of my time. I didn't delete it, but it's still sitting there with more voiceover and some more editing work to do. I could probably finish it in a few hours. That's how close I am to doing it after working for about a week and a half on it. But it just, I want it to be good. And if I don't think it's good, I don't want to spend time on it. And that's happened multiple times. I've watched a lot of different other creators who talk about, being a content creator. And one thing that they do commonly talk about is, stop trying to make it perfect. It's never going to be perfect. You're never going to have a perfect video. And even if you do, watch it 3 months down the road and you'll realize you could have done something different. And, maybe just to pop it out there. But, yeah, I like doing this kind of setup more, especially in situations like today where I just didn't have the time to get completely set up or to do a video. But full-time job plus doing this, every minute I'm making a video or working on a video is gameplay I'm not getting. And I don't know, like I said, I'm just doing it for fun, but maybe we're very close to hitting the mark for what is a content creator collab or official with Nexon. So hopefully in the next couple weeks we'll get that done, and I'll get my own content creator code, and that would be cool. And then I'll start pushing everybody to spend their hard-earned money on game stuff so I can get a fraction of it. That is absolutely untrue. Do not spend any more money than you want to on the game. Spend as much as you want to, but not anymore. Play how you want to. It's up to you. Anyway, I'm babbling, and I'm tired, and a tad bit hungry. So that's going to not help either. So anyway, folks, that's what we're going to do. We are going to call it a night here. Appreciate anybody that tuned in. Thank you so much. Feel free to leave a comment below. You can also message me directly. You can. Oh man, yeah, we're yawning now. Find me on Facebook, Jackrabbit Max. You can also find me on Blue Sky and Twitter in the same thing. Although I will admit I am not not all that proficient with the old social medias. So yeah. But anyway, we're going to call it a night here. So, as always, so folks, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you out there. Take care.